Just for letting me be anywhere. My name's Dave Crockett. I'm Diane's dad. And sometimes she blames me, sometimes.
She always does.
But the original Davy Crockett was known to have a knack for telling stories or spinning a good yarn, as it were. And that's kind of what I'd like to do for you this morning. Now, most of us have been to a garage sale or a flea market. And most of the time, we're looking for something we need or something that we want. But the most important thing is the price has got to be right. It's got to be cheap. Most of what I see, not at these sales, is stuff that people just want to get rid of. They're tired of it. It doesn't have any value to it anymore. But through somebody else's eyes, they could see a treasure. They could see something of great value. So now, if you would, in your mind, picture an auction. It's outside. It's mid-afternoon. It's August, and brother, is it hot. Everybody's tired, ready to go home. But there's one last thing to be auctioned off. The auctioneer thought it scarcely worth his while to waste much time on the old violin, but he held it up with a smile. "What am I bid, good folks?" he cried. "Who'll start the bidding for me? $1? I got $1. Anybody make it $2? $2. Now who'll make it $3? $3 once. $3 twice. Going. But wait. From far back in the crowd, an old gray-haired man came forward and he picked up the bow. He brushed the dust from the old violin and tightened up all the loose strings. And then he began to play a melody so pure and sweet as caroling angels would sing. Well, when the music stopped, the auctioneer said in a voice calm and quiet, "Now, what am I bid for this old violin?" And he held it up with a bow. $1,000. I got 1,000. Somebody make it 2. 2,000. And do I hear 3? 3,000. 3,000 once. 3,000 twice. Going, and gone, said he. Well, the people cheered, and some of them cried. And they said, we don't quite understand. What changed its worth? And the auctioneer, in a quick reply, said, "'Twas the touch of a master's hand." Now, many a man, his life's out of tune. He's battered and scarred with sin. And he's auctioned cheap to a thoughtless crowd, much like that old violin. A mess of pottage, a glass of wine, maybe a game, and then he travels along. He's going once, he's going twice, he's going, and he's almost gone. But then the master comes, and that foolish crowd can never quite understand the worth of a soul and the change, oh, the change that can be wrought by the touch of the Master's hand. That's the first one. The pastor asked me to do two of them. I've got another one that's a little bit shorter, but it's got to do with prayer. And it seems like we have to get over it before we really understand the power and the importance of a relationship with God through prayer. Hang on just a second.
Okay, we're going to try that again.
While I was resting one day by the side of the road, I saw an old farmer in a field he just hoed. His face was all brown and wrinkled by the sun and the wind. But he was talking to the Lord, just like he'd be talking to a friend. Well, sir, he said in a voice all quiet, "Them corn tassels, they needs a sacking, but I got no string to tie. And we ain't had no rain so long, by the fields is getting mighty dusty. And it's been so unbearable hot. Why, even the kids is getting fussy. And you take the grass in that there pasture, Lord, why, it ought to have been knee high by now. If we could just get a shower or two, it might even keep the old cow from going dry. Oh, but listen to me a talking. Why, Lord, you thinking I wasn't grateful. And if you didn't know me so well, Lord, you'd think I was just downright hate. You'd think that I wasn't thankful for that new cat that you sent. Or for the money that come in the mail that paid up the rent. Paul's cold's better. And my boy Johnny, he's finding home for the baby. Oh, and that Sunday dinner room. With chicken, dumplings, and gravy. And about that little preacher he sent our way, boy. Why, he's a fine young man. Why, he's been converting them sinners just to beat the man. Well, sir, yes, I'll be moseying home now, boy. And I'll take up more of your time. I reckon there's a heap of folks around these parts just waiting to ring your right. So, evening to you, board. What's overs tonight? And don't go worrying about us coming home, because everything will be all right.